Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Harshu with you. Today's video will be all about my planet tanks. The reason why I'm putting this video, this is my tank actually. Sorry, we have some other tanks there also. I'm not showing you guys regarding the other tanks because eventually you will be coming to those tanks. So let's start with my planet tank. This is my tank. Why I'm putting this video is because most probably I'll be selling this tank because there's a person who's interested to buy this tank and he told he's gonna pay me a good price. I've been setting this tank for the last 3 to 4 months. So all my tanks and relating my fishes things, we have a Instagram account. It is called Kuwait Aquatics, where every time I used to update where we are doing a side business for selling the tanks and all. So inshallah, so let's go to this tank and let's see before we sell this guy, and let's see. And I'm gonna buy the same. If I'm selling also, I'm gonna buy the same tank. And I didn't plan which fish I'm planning to buy. But if anyone want to see a big flower in this tank, I need more likes. If there are more likes, definitely I'm gonna buy a big flower and I'm gonna put. I'm planning to pair them. I think this is like around 70 to 80. No, not 70. I think it's around 80, more than 80 liter tank. So let's go to the tank. So this is our planet tank. Before we go, you can see I'm hiding something on that behind the Taj Mahal. I'm hiding something. I don't want you guys to see it now. We'll be go to it eventually. We'll go to it. First, let's be with the planet tank. So this is the tank. If we talk about this tank, this I think we bought it for a very less price. This was like around 25 kd or 20 kd, I believe so. I bought it for the 20 kd. It's been for like almost more than 1 year, this tank. Then we started this planter things like around 3-4, yeah, almost like 4 months more. It was not beginning, it was not a planter tank. Then basically we thought, I thought to make it to plant it. Then almost like 3 to 4 months now it's been a planter tank. Now, as I told that, I know it's like a jungle. I didn't clean off. I think that's only because of the jungle. I think someone likes this one. He was asking me whether I'm having any plan to sell it. So let's go inside. Before we go, I want to tell you, this tank is like around mostly about the plants. There is very less fish, which like some guppies, some danios, and there are some shrimps are there. Then even I have put some assassin snails. The reason why I put the assassin snail is that because there are some snails which is killing my plants, which is I am not able to get rid them of. How to say, I am not able to get rid of them. Then a friend of mine told me about the assassin snail, and I bought some assassin snail and I put in this tank. And the plants we are having in this tank is that we have some Cedrinia, then we have some Maya fluvitis, then we have spiky. We were having spiky moss, but I changed it to the other tank. Then we have Rotelia indica, then we have Java fern, we have bamboo. We got Anubias, Amazon blade. Then there are some plants which I don't know the name. So let's go to the video. As I told that the guy called me. He's coming today to take this tank. Sorry guys, if someone like this tank, I'm very sorry. But it's not for the money. Everything is not for the money. But I have some plans. I told that I'm willing to buy a flower which is big size, so I'm not yet decided. But if you people like it, if you comments me, definitely I'll buy a flower because I have a female flower and I need a male flower too. So let's go inside this tank. This is the tank. As you guys know, because we are very, as I told that there is only very less fishes. And also we have some shrimps. I'm selling this tank along with the whatever's there inside, and plus the fertilizer. This tank is like you can see here, this CO2 diffuser which I am putting Sierra CO2, and this is the CO2 which I am using for this tank. I am not using the other type of CO2 because this CO2 is very cheap. It's like around 4 kd, not 4 kd, sorry, it's around 8 kd for the all set. This is the one. The brand is Tetra Depot, and it's been like 2 months now I'm using this single bottle. Normally it lasts for me like around 3 months plus. Then because before itself I was having the Planet tanks, which was 100 centimeter tank, which I sold it, so that's why I told that before I was using this. And the bottle, once it's done, I think that if you need to buy only the bottle, it's 4 kd for this bottle. Then if you go to the planter tank, then you can see there are some lava rocks. I put some corridoras to clean the beneath whatever wastes came. I don't know whether you guys can see the shrimps if you guys are lucky. And also we have some plants which I don't know the names actually. But also we got a Monte Carlo. You can see the Monte Carlo which is attached to the driftwood. Glue it to the wood. It is growing because that was a test, but it is growing in here. Sorry. So this is the tank. This is my planet tank. This was my planet tank now, and also we have some one additional light which I didn't on because nowadays the temperature in the room is, because our flat is not a central AC, so it's a split AC. So whenever I'm off, the water temperatures due to the climate, the temperature is very high, and the water is getting like around 20 plus. Sorry, it's like 30 plus. So even the plants also are dying, so I'm not selling because of that, but I thought okay, I'll change it. And now we can see about the how I made to this tank, the fertilizers which I used. I can see, okay, see this see, it is newly growing. This we can cut it, then you can stick it to any rocks or any wood or anything, you can stick it. So this is growing along with the roots. So normally these plants, our ferns, they used to grow like this. They used to grow from the plants, I mean from the leaf, the new one will be growing. Okay. So this is all about my planet tanks, and I use the beneath the bottom, you can see is a gravel, and the inside I covered here, and inside I put some fertilizers which comes in the balls. I don't know the samples to show you. Then I put some sand, then I put this gravel, then on the top of the gravel, the one you can see, this is Secum black gravels, which they told as is a fertilizer. It is work as a fertilizer, not for a while, but for the time being it will be a fertilizer when you are putting your new tank, and when you're setting up for the 1 month, it will act as a fertilizer. Then eventually you have to put the fertilizer on your own. So I'm using the 2 fertilizer sticks, I mean the 1 stick and 1 tablets that I can show you. Along with that we are using some medicines, so everything I can show you. Okay, let's go to our medicines and fertilizers which you are using. So okay.